Shalom Yasha'Allah. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, Bashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to you brothers through the four corners of the earth, preaching this word and also laboring in this word in truth, love, and sincerity. Shalom to the hopeful elect. And I just want to do a quick lesson on a statement that General Yohana made. It was a while back, I believe like maybe a year or two ago. And he was being interviewed, I think by like a news anchor or something to that effect, but anyway, he was being interviewed, and he made a statement and said, God hates white people, man. Okay? And I think it went, I think the way it was actually stated was, God hates white people. We don't hate white people. Okay? I believe that's exactly what he said. Yeah, he said, God hates white people, but we don't hate white people. And in that whole statement, he's wrong with that even being said, because God doesn't hate white people. There's no such thing as white people. Okay? The Heavenly Father, which true name is Yahweh, he hates Edomites. Okay? And yes, majority of the Edomites look like so-called white people. All right? Because the so-called white man, he put that name white upon himself to ultimately to hide his identity. Okay? From being who? Esau, Edom, according to the Bible. And another thing is to portray himself as a pure, a holy, a clean type of person, which he's not. He is the opposite. And I reference that because when you look up the definition of white, those are the definitions you get. Okay? So Esau put that name upon himself, so that's why we call him the self-proclaimed white man. So but going back into what I was originally stating, yes, majority of the so-called white people, they're Edomites. But you also have Edomites that you have Edomites in a dark skin complexion, man. You have Edomites that look like these other nations too, because you have Edomites that look like so-called Arabs today, all right, or so-called Chinese people. You have Edomites that look like these other nations, man. And let's get this precept, because you got to understand, right? You people out there got to understand that you come from the seed of your father. So if a so-called self-proclaimed white man lays down with a woman of another nation, right? That child that comes out of that woman is his seed and becomes his lineage, his line, or someone of his nation, okay? So if a Edomite lays down with a Israelite woman, okay, or we'll say a dark-skinned woman, right? No matter if that child, comes out with the features of the mother, even a skin complexion, that child is an Edomite, man. That child is a tear, okay? Because you are what your father is. You see? So let's get this real fast. The book of Numbers 1 verse 18, it says, and they assemble all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers. Right? Pedigrees, their line. After their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward by their polls. Okay? So at the end of the day, you are what your father is. If your father is an Edomite, you're an Edomite. If your father is an Israelite, you're an Israelite. Okay? If your father is an Ishmaelite, you're an Ishmaelite, which the Ishmaelites are the so-called Arabs today. But you are whatever your father is. So going back into, I know I kind of went off topic a little bit, but you got to go into these things because these people out here they judge people off, the skin color, which skin color can be an indicator sometimes, but you cannot always, go by that. All right? That's why we always like to point out, you got to have the spiritual eye, man. Okay? And that's the reason why when people come up to the camp, we try their spirit, man. Okay? This to see if they are really the children of the Most High. We try them. We just don't say, oh, you look like a Edomite. You got the leprous skin complexion. You got the white, or not white, because really they're red. And you have the skin complexion of an Edomite, so you're an Edomite. No, we don't do that, man. Okay? We judge everything by the spirit, man. Okay? Our spiritual eyes is open to know that, hey, this person up coming into the camp that may be listening, hey, they may be an Israelite. May be. We just got to try the spirit, Even if they may look like another nation, because you got to understand that Israelites were scattered through the four corners of the earth. So there's going to be people, right, coming up looking like these other nations, but they very well may be Israelites. Okay? And we know that here at Great Millstone, man. Okay? So we don't just, run people off because of what they might look like. But with all that being said, you have chocolate Edomites, so to say. All right? You got chocolate covered Edomites. You got Edomites that look, like a Palestinian. They don't all have that typical so-called white look. Okay? But going back to the point, which we do know, Esau, Edom, is the self-proclaimed white man, right? That the Heavenly Father hates him, man. Okay? He hates the whole race of the Edomites. So without further ado, let's get into that. Let's get into the lesson which I really wanted to go in, but that had to be stated because a lot of our people don't know this, man. They don't know this information that you come from the seed of your father, and that not only can Edomites look like other nations, but also Israelites. Okay? Israelites are not just people of color, man. They're not just dark people. You got Israelites that look like so-called white people. You got Israelites that look like so-called Japanese people, man. So that's why this thing is very spiritual, man. All right, so let's get to the topic. Let's go to Malachi 1, verse 3. It says, I'll start at 2. It says, I loved you, saith the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them, who? Edom, a people, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. And that's righteous anger, man. So the Lord hates you devils, man. He hates you Edomites for what you did to his people. His people are the Hebrew Israelites, which consist of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, man, so-called, right? You are the Israelites, according to the Bible. And also you confusion of face Israelites that are scattered through the four corners of the earth, that may look like these other nations, that may speak the tongues of these other nations. But if your line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you are an Israelite. All right? You're an Israelite. Let's go to the book of Genesis 36. Verse 1, it says, now these are the generations of Esau, who is Edom. You see? I want to jump to verse 8. It says, thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom, and these are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites in Mount Seir. Right? So the father of the Edomites is Esau, man. And the progenitor, the father of the Israelites, is Jacob, man. Because Jacob name got later changed to Israel, when he was wrestling with the angel, man. Okay, so let's continue on. Let's go to Romans 9, verse 13. Oh, it's 13. Let's see. The book of Romans 9, verse 13. Because a lot of you people think that the Lord don't hate. Yeah, the Lord does hate. Okay? He hates the wicked every day. He hates Esau, Edom, a group of people, man. A nation of people. Okay? The Lord hates wickedness. The Lord hates a lot of these wicked holidays, these feast days that our people go and celebrate, man. So the book of, this is Romans 9, verse 13. It says, as it is written, you know what? I'll start at 9. It says, for this is the word of the promise. At this time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son. And not only this, but when Rebekah also have conceived by one, even by our father Isaac, for the children being not yet born, neither have done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High, according to election, might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. It is said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. As it is written. Where is it written? We just read in the book of Malachi. Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. You see? So the Lord hates you devils, man. He hates you Edomites, you so-called white people, man. No matter what you look like, no matter if you come in a different skin complexion, you're still an Edomite if your father's an Edomite. All right? Verse 14, it says, what shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? Because that's what y'all people think. Because he hates. Because he hates a nation of people. Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? God forbid. For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that showeth mercy. Okay? So, hey, the Lord said he'll have mercy and compassion on whom he wants to have mercy and compassion on, man. All right? Hey, but, that's the point, man. Just, going into showing you that, hey, the Lord hates a group of people, man. Right? He hates a nation of people, which it just so happens to be you Edomites, man. You so-called white people, you self-proclaimed white people, because you took upon that name, and I believe it's 1681. I'm not sure, so don't quote me on it, but I know it was definitely in the 1600s, man, when y'all took upon that name, you took upon that term white, man. All right, to cover up your true identity, your true nationality, which you are Esau, man. You're Esau, Edom, the Edomites. You're not a British, you're not American, right? You're not French, you're not Portuguese, you're not Italian, you're not all these different names, man. You are the Edomites according to the Bible, man. All right? And we're going to spiritually continue, we're going to continually, spiritually beat that name into you, man. Till you understand that you are the biblical Edomites, and the Lord hates you devils, man, for what you did to his people, man. The apple of his eye. Right? Who are them? The children of Israel. The Israelites, man. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans / Seminole Indians, man. You are the Israelites. Okay? All right, but, that's the point, which I really wanted to touch on real fast today. General Yohana, which he's the leader of ISUPK, he said that God hates white people, and that's not true, man, because there's no such thing as white people, man. But God hates the Edomites, okay, which can come in many shades. All right, many shades. And he said, "Oh, well, we don't hate white people, man. We hate Edomites, man. All right? We hate Edomites. All right? You devils, man. All right? And the Lord hates you Edomites, man." But that's the point, you know. I don't want to continue to